This was in Brazil. This match is against Orlando City. We were losing 1-0. This was the winning goal I scored.
Shubham's story starts in a living room in Noida.
Me and my mom started playing in our home. I was picked up for the Indian under-13 team.
The under 17 World Cup prep took him across the world, but that same World Cup is also where it hurt the most.
When the list came, I couldn't sleep. I was like, oh, I missed such a big opportunity. My parents, they were literally crying. ACL, if it's going to happen, it will happen. Physically, it's still easy to get back, and mentally is the most difficult part.
Injuries are difficult, but he kept showing up and he ended up somewhere special.
For a footballer completing his footballing journey, they need to play in Kolkata at least once. Kolkata in the air about the football thing, it is something different. Everyone breathes football. Diamond Harbour, 4 years ago, they were established, and now getting back-to-back promotions, about to qualify for ISL. This is going to be a Leicester City type of a story. I mean, it is remarkable. I was born in Vizag, moved to Delhi when I was 1.5 years, 2 years old. And then initially, like when I was growing up in Vizag, that 2 years, it was all cricket. There was no football. We were living in an apartment that was in Noida. So there were kids who used to play football, and that was completely new to me. I have never seen a football, a ball, and people are kicking. So I mean, I was very curious, ki, what is this sport? And then I was very small that time, so mom never used to let me play with those kids because they are pretty big. So I got football, which me and my mom started playing in our home because that is how my mom was encouraging me.
Wow.
And then slowly, I was just playing with my mom, maybe sometimes here and there in the school. When I was, I think, 6 years old, that is when inter house in our school started. Inter house is the like you have this green color, yellow color in the school. So I was in one of the colors, and then we started playing inter house football tournaments. That is when I did well, okayish, and then that is how my journey into football started. Thanks to my mom because she was the one who used to encourage me to play any sport in specific. And after that it was more of playing football, but I was more into tennis because my mom was always like she wanted me to play individual sport. So after coming from school, I would just eat my lunch, watch some Doraemon, and then head to my tennis sessions. And then football was always 5 to 7. I used to come from my tennis coaching 5 o'clock, and then 5 to 7 it was football with my society kids. But I remember still I was like 6 and they were all 14, 15, 11th class and 10th class. They never used to let me play with them. But slowly, I was very, how to say, very ziddy sort of a way that I was like, I would still stay in the ground, that I want to kick with you guys and खेलना ही है चाहे जो मर्जी हो जाए चाहे मेरे मारो जो करना है. And then that is how I picked up football, playing with, I mean, close to 5, 6 years older to me. And then that is how it started. And then slowly I started playing inter-school tournaments in Noida, Delhi. And PT sir, Mr. Devinder, I was in Army Public School, Noida. And it is known for academics and as well as sports. Sports is also given a lot of preference, I would say. So they were always very encouraging. Like you need to do both, like the academics part and also the sports. So they were very. They always used to motivate and encourage all the players who want to play. So that is how more interest into football came in. And when I was 12, I think I represented Delhi in the nationals. I came to Kalyani where we are playing currently. All our riding matches. That's our home stadium for Diamond Harbour.
Circle.
Yeah, it's a full circle. The first match I went, I was like, wow, this is the place. And that is where, so I came from Delhi. It was a nationals festival. We finished second, and then I was picked up for the Indian under-13 team.
Under 13?
Yeah. So that is how so that is how I left tennis for, like, because that is how, like, I was into football because I love football. But tennis was something like my mom used to say that individual sport is like it all depends on you. If you do well, you will go above. If you're not that good, I mean, you will stay. So I got selected for the Indian under-13 team back in 2012 from Kalyani, and went to Goa. We had this academy which was for the under-17 World Cup squad. And that is how I met all my players who are currently in ISL and all.
I firstly did not know there is an Indian under 13 or under 14 team.
Okay.
Does it still exist?
I don't know about now, but back then it was there. So why we were selected is because we had under 13 AFC qualifiers in Iran. So for under 14 AFC tournament. So that was back in 2013.
Okay.
So we all were, so there were, I mean, 500 kids something, and from there 26 were selected. And I literally didn't know that like there are people who are watching me, and I'm being scouted for the Indian team. I literally didn't know. I was just enjoying, kicking with my friends happily. And so I think that is how football is. I mean, if you take too much of pressure thinking that what others will think and what people are thinking about you, you might not be able to live up to your ability, I feel, your potential. But I was just enjoying. And then, yeah, once the festival got over, I got selected. The funny part is, I mean, I got selected. The letter came to my school, and that time it was in the month of Feb 2013. So that is when our year final exams happened.
Okay.
So the teachers didn't tell me, my parents knew, but they didn't tell me. So my exams were preponed. And I was like, why am I sitting alone and giving my exams in the entire classroom? So I was like, why? And then all my exams were over, and then that is when the principal and my parents told that I have been called up for the Indian under 13 team. So yeah, that is basically how the journey started. Yeah.
Beautiful start to a very long journey.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you got your first boots, first pair of football boots?
Yeah, I actually do. So when I was playing inter-house, so my mother, she has two brothers. So the younger brother, he always used to like he loves sports. So he always used to be key what you want to play. If I want to play football, he'll send me a football on my birthday, a boots on my birthday. So I still remember it was an AMSU company. I don't remember if you guys know. It was AMSU cream color boots. I still remember, and that is my first boot. Yeah.
Where did you start playing football? Like, which positions did you start with? What was your progression like? How did you come to now you're playing right back?
Yeah.
How did this happen?
So I mean, when you start playing football, everyone is a striker. So I also started as a striker, and until when I got the call up for the Indian team, I was a striker.
Okay.
Uh, and until under 17, I was like more of a striker, number 10, and winger. And once the World Cup got over, I signed with Delhi Dynamos in 2017, my first professional contract. So I came into the team. It was in January. So January transfer window, I got signed by Delhi Dynamos. I came in, and the coach back then was Angel Miguel Portugal. His name was, and he asked me to play more of CM and AM, like a centre mid and attacking midfielder. So I mean, I was very happy that first of all I got a professional contract when I was 17. So I was like, hey, anyway, they asked me to play, I'll play because I want to be in the team. So I was more of a midfielder by that time. And then 2 seasons down the line, our coach Joseph Gambao, a new coach from Spain, he came in and we had a pre-season in Spain.
This was at Odisha.
Yeah, this was first year. It was with Delhi Dynamos. So that coach Joseph Gambao, he came in first year as a Delhi Dynamos coach. The next year we shifted to Odisha. So the second year when we went for pre-season, before the season, we went to Spain. So the right back, he was not well. He was, I think, down with fever or something. So we had a match against Espanyol under 23s.
Oh wow.
So he asked me that, can you play? I said, okay, I want to play. So yeah, I'll play. And luckily that match I played well. We lost 4-0, but I played really well. And he was like, yeah, this guy can play fullback. So we had many preseason matches in Spain. And as a right back, I played there and I did pretty well. And coming into the season, 2019-20 season, ISL season, that was the breakthrough season for me. I played almost all the matches and I got a call up for the senior international team. So back in 2020. So that is how my journey into the fullback started. And yeah, I thank coach Joseph Gamba also because he saw the potential that I can play as a fullback. So yeah, I mean, there will be people who will be like, he was a striker, he's coming back into a defense. Now I play as a centre back as well. You can say as a utility player wherever the coach wants me to play in the defense line. But yeah, I think it's sometimes it's difficult for an Indian player to play as a striker and getting minutes in India. I mean, that is the hard truth we all need to digest.
Ideally, if given the option, you would love to play striker.
Of course, who doesn't want to? Who doesn't want to score goals? Doesn't want to be in the, I mean, headlines, I would say. So, but anyways, I mean, playing football is more important to me. Getting minutes is more important than just being in the headlines.
Talking about goals, scoring goals, can you describe this moment?
Of course, I can. This was in Brazil. We had gone for a tournament, Atletico Paranaense tournament. We are playing against Orlando City. This match is against Orlando City. We were playing for third, fourth place, and we came third. So this was the winning goal I scored 2-1. I got the penalty also. So we were losing 1-0, and then I got the penalty, which was scored by Amarjeet Singh Kiam. He's with Mohammedan right now. And then the second goal I scored, the winning goal, and we won the third place. So yeah, this is me when I was a striker. And yeah, I used to score goals. And yeah, after this we had a tournament in Russia as well. Yeah.
What year was this?
This was in 2016 December.
So this was the under
Under
17
17 World Cup batch. Yeah,
batch.
basically. Yeah, we had so much of exposure tours. I mean, we were traveling the world and yeah, getting exposure tours.
A little bit of a hard question, but the under 17, for I don't know for what reason, but it didn't work out for you in
Yeah,
the final
yeah,
batch.
yeah,
How do you firstly digest the fact that you've been training with the
yeah,
players, you've been traveling all across the world,
yeah,
playing training matches and stuff, but when the final list comes out,
yeah.
your name isn't there.
Right.
How do you digest that? How do you deal with it?
I first of all embrace the moment that I was in. Of course, it is not, as a 16, 17-year-old kid, you were training this hard to be in the list, to be in the World Cup squad. But for some reasons, and I respect the coach's decision, whoever's decision that was, I respect it. But it was hard to digest. But I knew that stopping there wouldn't give justice to me or my parents who encouraged me and who were there with me when I got selected. I mean, that won't give any kind of justice to them. When the list came, of course, I felt bad. That day, I mean, to be very honest, I couldn't sleep. I was like, I missed such a big opportunity. But I had a call with my parents. They were literally crying, not me, but they were crying. So that made me even more tough that this type of things cannot happen again. And sometimes I feel that being in the 11, being in the squad, it is sometimes not entirely upon the players. It might be the player is very good, but due to some tactical decisions, the coach takes certain. So I feel that okay, this has happened to me, but am I going to cry and crib about it and let it not like not living up to my potential? Am I going to do that, or am I going to keep working hard and be a better version? Letting this situation make me a better person, better player. So I think I took the second step, and which is understanding the situation, but also at the same time knowing that okay, this has happened, but I'm not going to stop here. I'm going to keep working hard. And I think yeah, just after the World Cup, I was one of the first player to sign my first professional contract with Dynamo. So I mean, that was again some kind of hard work which I have done for the last few years during the World Cup batch. I think that paid off. And yeah, in the 2018 season, I got started getting minutes in the ISL, and I was happy about it because I was one of the first players to sign the contract in the
Yeah,
ISL.
one of the youngest, I
Yeah,
think.
youngest also. Yeah,
It's really commendable by as a 16, 17-year-old kid
yeah,
to have that sort of a it affects you, man.
yeah.
Like you
It
can't,
does. It
and
does.
at that age you don't know how to deal with this
Yeah,
stuff. So yeah, really commendable how you fell, but you got back up,
yeah,
chin up, and just
yeah.
go back to doing your hard work,
Right.
do whatever you can. So yeah, massive respect for that,
Thank you.
firstly.
Thank
Do you think for 15, 16-year-olds now, there is a good pathway that they can sort of shape their journey through the national team, through clubs, and make it to the senior team? Or do you think there's the lack of a proper structure and pathway for young footballers in India?
I feel there is a gap, but there is also, I mean, when we were there back in 16, 17, since there was a World Cup batch, we were given the exposure, we were given all these tools and everything. There is certainly the gap. That's why, for some reasons, we as a nation are not able to do as well. And I don't want to say that we are lacking a lot. If we just do some tweaks here and there, I think India as a nation, we are 1.4 billion people in the country. There are talents, there are potential. We just need to pick the right ones and groom them. And I feel that the ISL and the I League and all this Indian football structure has come into the play, and people and kids have a pathway to get into the national team, to get into the right clubs at the right time, and get become professionals. I mean, they can think football as a professional. I mean, they can be earning from this. They can. The parents can be rest assured that if the kid is good as, I mean, they want, or as good as the kids at the particular age are that good. I mean, a kid can reach to that extent that they can do well in Indian football, I feel. And there is gap, but there is also a structure which needs small tweaks here and there. And I think Indian as a nation, we have a lot of people, a lot of kids who want to play football, because there is a stat. If I have seen it so many times in YouTube and on Instagram, there are people who watch European football at night, 12:30. But there are people who won't turn up to watch Indian football, or beat the national team, beat the ISL, beat the I League. Why is that? There is craze, but I think a lot of people have said this before, and I also want to say it. Like, uh, if we continue as a nation, start doing football, or start respecting and start giving our best at whatever level you are, be it as a footballer, be it as a outside of the football, the people who are working in this industry, take their job seriously and work everyone as a, like, how to say, at one as
Like
a
with a
as a
common
unit,
goal.
as a, yeah, with a common goal. I think India can reach to a very good football, because India is such a large country, a lot of people are there, and there is love for football. There is definitely love for football. And because there are so many clubs now, I mean, there is structure. It's just that, just to pick the right kids at the right age, and yeah, give them the academy, give them the facilities, and yeah, groom them.
Interesting. I think your first professional academy type setup was with Minerva
Yeah,
and
sort of.
before
Yeah,
Delhi.
yeah.
How was that experience and how old were you when you joined Minerva?
So, like I said, when I was 12, I got into the Indian team. And then in between, we had an exposure tour in Germany when the German coach came in, Nikolai Adam. So, during that time, I had some injury with my groin or something. And then the team had to, 2 days before the team had to travel, I got picked up this injury. Not a major injury, of course. It was a small injury, but yeah, the team had to travel. I couldn't travel. So, that time, there was no other academy or anything, just Minerva, which was also close to Delhi. So I went there. Ranjit Bajaj and everyone like happily welcomed me, and yeah, I played under 15 and under 18 I League there in those 4 months when the team was in Germany.
Wait, you were 12,
Yeah,
13. You were
no,
playing.
that was back in 2014.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I played under 15 I League and under 18 I League in the same year. And I
That's
was in the
crazy.
under 18 I League. Actually, I was the top scorer in the qualifiers. We didn't qualify for the main round, but I was the top scorer. And in the under 15 I League, we won the final actually, Minerva. That time with me it was Jackson was there, Thoiba was there, so we were that batch, and we won the final against, I think, Royal Wingdo back
Okay.
in Goa. Yeah,
Okay.
so yeah, that was the, and even in the under 15 I League, I think I finished third top scorer. Yeah, so yeah.
Crazy, bhai.
So that was the
Crazy.
journey of the Minerva. And then once the team came in, and after the final, the coach saw me, the Nikolai Adam, and then after that I got again call up for the World Cup batch again. Yeah.
I think after Minerva, you managed to somehow go to
Yeah.
Qatar.
So yeah, like I said, when I signed with Delhi Dynamos in 2017, December, January. So that time I was 17. The coach liked me, but I was only part of the squad for only 2 matches, and I was not getting game time. So Delhi Dynamos had a tie-up with Aspire Academy back then,
Got it.
and they had complete full India trials to pick players and send to Aspire Academy. And one of the scouts, he just picked me. I also went through the trials, but again, I was with the first team, so they had some sort of idea that who Shubham is, and yeah, then I went through the trials, and I was the only Indian player who got selected to go to Aspire, and yeah, I spent 6 months there, and yeah,
Wow.
and I would say that Aspire Academy was like one of the best academies, and yeah, the facilities wise, it is top notch. I mean, we had fixed schedule, how many sessions a day, gym session, football not is basically it's a German sort of a thing where a player will be standing in a square and there will be a ball coming in from anywhere. A
Okay.
sound will come, and you need to be aware that where the ball is coming, and then there will be a light flashing. We have to pass the ball. So it is basically for awareness. So it was all, I mean, facilities and working on the small details, which makes the player good. I feel, yeah.
How did this sort of change your game when you came back to India? Did you feel like it was enhanced? Did you feel like there were a few skills that you added?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like I mentioned, they were working on the small details,
Huh.
and this is something we have worked. But when you are training with the team, you don't have that much of time to work on your technical aspect because it is more of tactical, like how as a team you can do well. It
Hmm.
is not on individual things. So over in Aspire, I think I I worked on the small details. The coaches over there, they worked on the small details, and I think it helped me improve as a player. And then coming into the 18-19 season in the ISL, I think I played almost close to 10 to 11 matches. It was 18 matches season that time. I think there were 10 teams, so 18 matches. I played 10 to 11 of them, and yeah, that time I was more of a midfielder. The first season when Joseph Gambao came in. So yeah, I was happy because I was 18, and but at the same time I felt that there is not too much of difference of me and the players who are competing in the ISL. So yeah.
You've played with Delhi Dynamos, Odisha, Jamshedpur, and now Diamond Harbour.
Yeah.
What are a few highlights over your club journey in India?
I mean, yeah, first of all, I want to thank all the clubs because I had many memories from each club. With Odisha FC, I would say 2023, we won the Super Cup, which led us to the AFC Cup also. But and also being so, my parents are from Odisha basically, so that is how I got when the first news came in that Delhi Dynamos is shifting their base to Odisha. That was like I was very happy in a way that okay, I might be one of the guys not brought up in Odisha, but the local guys because my roots are from Odisha. I was very happy. There were people who were loving me because I was the sort of. They made a hashtag called local toka. Local toka means a guy from the same place. So the local toka. So I was given that hashtag, and people were loving me. I was giving my best for the team, and we overall had a very good season. So yeah, that was a very good memory. And then we had two COVID seasons. So it was a bio bubble, but it was in Goa. So I think all the memories I had in Odisha, it was very good. I thank all the owners, thank all the teammates. And yeah, I spent almost close to 6 years, and then I moved to Jamshedpur. So 24-25 season, again a very good season for us. We finished, we lost in the semi-finals against Mohun Bagan to a last minute wonder goal. But nevertheless, and then we finished runner up in the Super Cup. So it was again one season with Jamshedpur. It was a really good season. Now coming into Diamond Harbour again, touch wood, finger crossed, we are doing well. The momentum is good, and hopefully we go all the way and be in the ISL again. And yeah, because this club has very good ambitions, and they have picked the right set of people as players, as people who are managing us, and the coach and everyone. And I think that is why the results are showing. And hopefully, I don't say too much. I don't want to jinx it. So yeah, hopefully we go all the way and be in the ISL.
This is your first time playing in a Kolkata
Yeah.
club. How different do you think this city or this state is as compared to every other place that you've played in?
Everyone before has said that for a footballer if he's completing his footballing journey, they need to play in Kolkata at least once. And I feel that yeah, Kolkata in the air about the football thing, it is something different. Everyone breathes football, be it anyone. Like if you ask them, they know about football. They know if you are doing good. Like people know about football, and that is the difference between other states. I feel also because I have not been to all the states in terms of knowing football, but in Kolkata, I think people understand football more and they demand more of you. So, which is a good thing, I feel. Yeah.
Hmm. And you spoke a little bit about the vision and the ambition at Diamond Harbour. Uh, what is your sort of game plan with Diamond Harbour? Where do you see yourself, say, 2 years, 3 years?
I came in February, and up until now, I've had a very good time. And I of course, hopefully, we qualify which we will.
Mhm.
And we qualify for ISL, and I want to be part of the team. And yeah, we do well in ISL. That is the goal. Hopefully, win some trophies down the line. That will be a very good and big thing for the club because we are just 4 years old. Diamond Harbour just turned 4, and in these 4 years, getting back-to-back promotion from I League 3 to 2, and now in I League, or sitting at the top of the table, shows the ambition, shows the vision what the club has. And for me personally, it is like uh, giving my best whenever the coach wants me to play, giving my best, and let helping the team to qualify for the ISL and be part of the team when we are in the ISL, and giving my best, and hopefully having a good next season as well with Diamond Harbour in the ISL, and where people know that a club like, I mean, this is actually, if we have to see, this is a very good journey and a story for years to come. Diamond Harbour, 4 years ago, they were established, and now getting back to back promotions, about to qualify for ISL. This is going to be a Leicester City type of a story. I mean, it is remarkable. Just that if this club was in UK or France or something, this would have been highlighted so much that people all over the world would have known. It's just that we are in India, and we are little bit like lacking in footballing, because everyone wants to watch European football. But I feel that this is a very good story, very good something which will be spoken about in the years to come. Yeah,
Definitely, it's historic. A
yeah,
club
yeah,
that started 4 years back,
yeah,
now almost there in
yeah,
the
almost
ISL.
there. Yeah.
So all the best for that.
Thank you.
But you spoke about European football. Do you watch European football?
Yes,
What club do
yes.
you support?
Manchester United.
Club say.
When Ronaldo was there, 2007, say 2007, 6, 7. That was the first club me and Swam. We because we were like, that was the first club I saw in the TV. A, a club playing with a red jersey, AIG, and I was like, "Ki bhai, kya, like it's crazy." Carlos Tevez, Rooney, Ronaldo, what a trio! And I was like, "Ki इन्हीं को support करना है." Even now, we like last few years have been really tough for us, but still, I always watch our matches, and I'm always talking about my friends that we will do well, we are going to beat you all. So yeah, I do watch, yeah, yeah, European football, and United is my team. Yeah.
भाई साहब इतना स्ट्रगल कर रहे हो अभी भी लेकिन सपोर्ट नहीं
आप
देते.
एवरीवन नोज यूनाइटेड चाहे हारे जीते यूनाइटेड के फैंस कभी नहीं हारते दे आर सो स्टबर्न दैट दे विल नेवर feel कि no matter whatever the result is, we are still the best, and I still say that we will be the best sooner or
Yeah,
later.
once you pick a club, you can't
Yeah,
go back,
you cannot. Yeah,
Amazing. You had quite a few injuries in
yeah,
your careers. Which was the toughest one, and how did you deal with that? Because it affects your mental health, physical health.
yeah,
It drains you as a
yeah.
footballer. So,
So, I mean, the thing is, my first major injury happened in 2021, the first COVID season. There were last two games remaining for the season to get over. We, as a team, we didn't had a good season, and everyone were like, "Ki, the season is about to get over." But sadly, just before the second last game against Mumbai in the training, I got injured, and that was turned out to be one of the major injuries a footballer can have. And I mean, I felt bad about it, but like I said, I had seen so many other stuff happen, like not being selected in the under 17 list. Time never waits for anyone. You can cry, you can do a lot of other things, but it will never wait for you. Either you digest the fact that it has happened, move on, and focus on coming back stronger. No matter whatever I do in life, I always go with that I want to do the best. What has happened makes me understand that what I have done wrong and what I can do better for this thing to not happen again. So everything is basically learning. You are learning something out of it, and try not to see, injuries are something that no one wants it, but sometimes it happens, and it is like, and specifically these type of injuries, the ACL, it is something, no matter how much you work hard in the gym, no matter how well you sleep, how much water you are consuming throughout the day, the diet is on top. If it's going to happen, it will happen, because this type of injury, till today, no one have given a particular reason why it happens. So I feel it happened, made me a better person when I was going through the rehab, because you have self doubts. Physically is still easy to get back. I would say mentally is the most difficult part. And anyone suffering from this injury is just mentally takes a toll on you. It's just if you can recover from your the mental aspect, not having self doubt, not having can I be the same player when I what I was before the injury. I think that if you can overcome, I think you can become a better player, better person, and understand what life is. Because life is not always going to be happy, not always going to be, good. It was never. I mean, I have seen so many things. I mean, that is the biggest injury which has happened to me. Touch wood, and I hope no one gets this because it is like very difficult to overcome through that. So yeah, it made me a better person, but at the same time, anyone suffering from it, I would say just try to overcome the mental aspect, the self doubt, which is every day, which is going, because it is a long journey to return to sports. It is almost what 7 9 months not doing what you love the most, and it is tough. Every morning getting up thinking that, oh my god, I mean, can I play? Can I be how I was before this injury? And that sort of puts you down. I say ki like, why, and that if you can overcome that, then it is a smooth journey, and then you'll come out as a better person, more than a better athlete, as a better person, understanding that certain things won't go how you want it to go, and you need to just digest and embrace it, and yeah, move into the future thinking in the right direction.
I love your mindset, bhai. I think we're the same age,
Yeah.
but every time I get like a little bit of an inconvenience, I'm like, why me? I start cribbing.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, we all live and learn, and it's even from your journey, I'm learning how to deal with drawbacks, setbacks, and come back stronger. What advice, firstly, would you give to this child
Oh my
for
God.
what journey he's about to have?
So first of all, I would thank my mom and dad for always being so supportive. I mean, I'm blessed to have them as my parents, and I would die to have them again and again whenever I'm in this, because it's like sometimes you, because they have done so much for me, and still making them happy, seeing them smile is the best thing I can have as a son. To this younger self, I would say, ki, do what excites you in life, because I mean, there was a saying which I heard: in life there is one thing which is constant, which is the change.
Mm.
Changes are going to happen. You are here today, you might be somewhere else today, but understanding that and trying to trying to know that you cannot expect everything how you want it to go, understanding that and giving your best still, because in life everyone, each of us who is in the room, everyone might want to have a better life. Even when you have 100 billion in your pocket, you still want 101 billion.
Mm.
Someone who is having 10 rupees, he wants 20 rupees. Someone having a bike wants a car. A guy who has a car, he wants a better car. Guy who has a better car wants a jet.
Mm.
So life, that that thing that what that you want to have better. I feel you need to embrace everything life throws at you. Go at your own pace, give your best, living life with no regrets. There are things which you cannot control, which is the outcome. I'm giving my best. Am I going to play the next match? Not in my hand. Of course, I gave my best, but is the coach or is he going to make me play? That is not in my hand. What is in my hand is to give my best in the training, give what I can do. Whatever your ambition in life is, doing your best to achieve that, thinking that you might not get it, but having no regrets that you didn't give your best. I mean, yeah, that is the best advice I can give the younger self.
Very heavy, very deep advice for that little child.
Yeah, I think it will go all over his head.
But I really love your mindset, bhai, and it has been an amazing conversation. Thank you
Yeah.
so much again. Oh my God. Bhai, thank you so much for
Thank
giving
you.
us your
Thank you
time.
so much. Thank you.
If this conversation stayed with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for listening in. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and I'll see you in the next one.